What's up, guys? Happy Monday, Sunday, Fun Day Monday, holiday weekend for President's Day. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed their 3-day weekend. I did not get a chance to do that because I actually had to work today, but that's what's up. I'm actually, unfortunately, but fortunately, I had to work today. But basically, unfortunately, I had to work, but fortunately, I do have a job. So, shout out to everybody. Hopefully, everybody's weekend was pretty good. You're in the basement with Next Step and K. Of course, I am K. Larry is out on his anniversary. I definitely want to wish happy anniversary to Larry and Shariah Scott for 20 good years. Man, listen, I know a lot of people who can't stay married for 20 seconds, rather as be married for 20 years. So congratulations, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Behave yourselves out there, or not. Back here, a couple news updates here real quick. As I said, happy anniversary to Larry and Shariah. Shout out to the Scott family. The Nets, they let Jacque Vaughn go today. Probably because of maybe different concepts, whatever. Maybe they want to go in another direction. So basically, the intern coach is going to take over. Is going to be Kevin Ollie. Of course, we all know Kevin Ollie from the Sixers. We know Kevin Ollie for us old heads. He used to play for UConn back in the day with Deron Sheffer, Ray Allen, Travis Knight, Kurt King, and everybody. So, yeah, shout out. Also, St. John's coach, Rick Pitino, Slick Rick, he really ripped into his team after a loss over this weekend. I'll get a little bit more information on that. The All-Star game, I'm hearing a lot of comments about the All-Star game. Kenny Smith made some, I'm not going to say inappropriate comments, but I would have just kept it like inside. I wouldn't have said it, so Kenny's facing some fire over what he said about the 3-point line of the WNBA and the men's 3-point line. But it looks like to me, looks like Sabrina Ionescu did fine back there. So, so Kenny, you gotta watch what you say, Kenny. Anyway, all Kenny's got to stick together. I'm with you, buddy. For the All-Star game, Dame Lillard gets the All-Star MVP, 39 points. He shot 11 3-pointers, about 5 of them from half court. Also, I want to congratulate the Final Four for the Philadelphia Catholic League, Roman Catholic, Women Goretti, Papa Judge, and Archbishop Ryan, friends of the family. They're actually in the Final Four of the Philadelphia Catholic League, and they're going to be, as you know, Philadelphia Catholic League, they always play their Final Four, their semifinals and finals. They always play that in the Palestra. So definitely congratulations to Archbishop Ryan and Father Judge. Also, more scores and recaps for the Philadelphia Catholic League. Also, I want to say a rest in peace to a person who means a lot to the University of Maryland program. Also, one of the reasons why, actually doing my research, what made me even more of a Maryland Terrapins fan. The great Lefty Drizel passed away today. And if you don't know who Lefty Drizel is, basically, if you take it back to the days of the old ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference, when Maryland was actually playing in that conference. So it was like the likes of like Maryland, Duke, Wake Forest, NC State, Florida State, Maryland, North Carolina. I believe Virginia was in there as well. Virginia's in there as well. It was roughly about 8 or 9 teams. Oh, and Clemson. Sorry about that. I can't forget Clemson. And at the whole Atlantic Coast Conference, I mean, that thing was like loaded with players. And Lefty Drizel was pretty much like stuck in the middle. But, if it wasn't for Lefty Drizel, there would be no Len Bias. And basically Len Bias and Lefty Drizel got Maryland their first ACC title, which means a big thing in the ACC because just how loaded that conference was. I mean, if you go back in the days, I'm going to say like to the 80s, 90s, 2000, probably like early 2000s on, the ACC was like the cream of the crop. It wasn't, I mean, it wouldn't be behoove. I wouldn't be surprised if every time tournament time came around, there'd be like 7 teams from the ACC that would be in there. Most of the time it used to be Maryland, Duke, North Carolina, Clemson, at times Florida State, maybe North Carolina State might get in there. you know, maybe in a couple years or something like that. But usually it's just those five. So usually those core five teams would be in there. So I definitely want to say, some my condolences, rest in peace to the great Lefty Driesell, who actually paved the way for other coaches, for Gary Williams, and Gary Williams pretty much just took the torch, and he played it forward by getting an ACC title in, I believe, 2002, which led us Maryland fans to one of our first championships in 2002. Led by like Juan Dixon, Lonnie Baxter, Taj Holden, Byron Mouton, and others. Drew Nicholas, stand up. Steve Blake, stand up. Definitely want to send my condolences to the Driesell family. Definitely a great loss in the basketball community and in ACC folklore. I mean, the battles he used to have with North Carolina and Duke and NC State and Wake Forest. That's the other team I was waiting for. Wake Forest. I'm sorry, they came to me. I'm legendary. Just legendary battles. So bringing it on down. So if in case you missed it, if you were like late to the party, Archbishop Ryan, and this is Catholic League basketball, Archbishop Ryan and St. Joe's Prep actually played to go to the semifinals, and Archbishop Ryan wins by 2, 49-47. Sorbo with 17 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 blocks. Williams, 22 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. And last but not least my man Matt Johnson, number 1 in the program. Definitely number 1 in our hearts. Congratulations. Getting to the semifinals, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Guess what? You might not have scored any points, but guess what? You're going to the Final Four, my G. And you'll be playing on, I believe, on Wednesday. I'll get that schedule for you. I believe you're playing on Wednesday at around, I think, maybe 6 or something like that, 6 o'clock. So with that, Archbishop Ryan advances to the Philadelphia Catholic League semis. The other game, Archbishop Carroll and Newman Goretti played, and Newman Goretti got the win, 89-83. Jurgens with 26 points, 9 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 blocks for Newman Goretti. Yates had 18 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Newman Goretti advances to the Catholic League semis. There's no stranger to that. This was the one that made waves because I saw it on Instagram on Friday, and I didn't get a chance to really look into it. Shout out to Rare Footage Sports that I actually subscribed to them, and I thought it was a typo because usually Archbishop Wood is the one that's going to the semis and everything like that. But Father Judge actually beat Archbishop Wood 78-71. Jalil Bethea had 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Reed had 19 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Kennedy was going ham. I actually had to look at the highlights for this one. My man had 33 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1 steal. I mean, he was really literally flirting with that triple-double. He was literally 2 assists off. Cardinal O'Hara, Roman Catholic. Roman Catholic advances 71-32. This game was pretty much over as soon as the jump ball started. Cottrell for Roman Catholic had 16 points, 3 assists, 2 steals. Reed had for Roman Catholic had 12 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Sharif Jackson for Roman, 12 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. I'm loving the higher total rebounds than the points. I'm really loving that. Just as a rebounder and defender and stuff like that. It definitely warms my heart to see them. So congratulations to all the teams that won, advancing to the Philadelphia Catholic League semifinals. And so basically it goes like this. Now on Wednesday, if you're not doing anything on Wednesday, if you're not watching any college basketball or any pro basketball, because the NBA will be starting back up again for the second half of the season. If you're not doing anything on Wednesday the 21st, the location, of course, is at the Palestra, the Cathedral of College Basketball. The first 2 games will be it will be Roman versus Father Judge. That'll be at 6:15. And Newman Goretti will play Archbishop Ryan at 7:45. So Archbishop Ryan has a nightcap. Congratulations. Good luck to everybody in the Philadelphia Catholic League. Hopefully I can get down there. That place is going to be packed. It's going to be lots of alumni, lots of people. I mean, I love going down to the Palestra, especially the Philadelphia Catholic League's semifinals and the finals, because you always tend to run into somebody down there, especially if you play ball. Even if you didn't play ball in the Catholic League, if you played ball in the Public League, Catholic League, Interact, Suburban League, Chester League, whatever the case may be, you're bound to run into somebody down there. and just like taking all the action, of the Palestra and everything like that. Get your network on down there, everybody. In the public league, Philadelphia Public League, Philadelphia, West Philadelphia, and Imhotep Charter matched up. Imhotep Charter with the victory, 73-59. Parkway Northwest and Boys Latin Charter. Boys Latin Charter with the win, 68-49. Constitution High School beats Northeast High School, 58-48. Sankofa Freedom Academy and Mass Civics and Science Charter School beat Sankofa 63-48, if I'm not mistaken. ENS and Abraham Lincoln actually matched up. And Engineering Science lost by 10, 67-57. Shout out to the Black Psychologist Podcast and Justin Scott, which is their alma mater, over there in Philadelphia. That little, I forgot what street is on. I know it's off of North Street, I think. Yeah, somebody get that information for me. But congratulations to everybody advancing to the Public League semifinals, which will be tomorrow. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, the Public League semifinals will be at the Leah Core Center. This on Temple University's campus, pretty much on, I'm going to say Broad and Cecil B. Moore, pretty much. You can't miss it. The first game will be MCS at Constitution High School, which will be at 4 o'clock p.m. Don't be late. Then the the main event will be Lincoln Lincoln versus Imhotep. That will be at 6 o'clock. So yeah, just be down there. Also, just come on, guys, be on your best behavior down there while you're at it too. I know like emotions run high and stuff like that, but please be on your best behavior because we definitely want to have that venue for next year as well. So congratulations to those four. Like I said, man, the playoffs. Playoff weekend was mad trill. Excuse my French, but it was crazy, man. My phone was going off, just hitting these different alerts that were just coming through with different teams, advancing. Let's game 2. Yo, what up? What up? What up, fellas? What's going on? Talk to me. Let me know. Bucket Gang, what it do? I'm just holding it down, guys. Just holding it down until Larry comes back, man. I'm just a 6-man coming off the bench, just to light things up. That's all I'm doing right here. Interact League basketball action. Episcopal Academy beats Friends Central 80-79. Westtown gets the win over Springside Chestnut Hill, which would be 65-54. Haverford and Hill School, they locked up, and Haverford gets the win by 10, 63-53. Friends, I was trying to get to this game. Shout out to the Childs family. Shout out to E. Shout out to J.S. Childs. Shout out to CK1, aka Cousin Keisha. Shout out to Rhonda too. Shout out to Rhonda. Friends Select and Penn Charter played. Penn Charter got the win over Friends Select, 86-59. I don't have the box score. I was trying to contact E to get the box score. But hopefully Jay Charles went in. This probably is pretty much the last game for Friends Select, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty much the last game for the year, unless they qualify going to Reading. So just fill me in on that. Let me know if that's the wrong information. I stand corrected. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the high school basketball. Congratulations to everybody advancing. I believe Penn Charter is going to play. I'm not sure if they're going to play like the Hill School or no. They're going to play the Haverford, I believe. I think probably coming up on Thursday or Saturday. But we'll definitely have another show in between to get that schedule straightened out. The girls didn't play. The girls actually won on Thursday. No, they actually won on Friday. So they're good. For college basketball, for our ladies out here, only a couple games. Only a couple games over the weekend. Some America East Conference action. Bryant, UMass Lowell. Bryant gets the win 62-43. C. Worley, friends of the program, 5 points, 2 assists. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Getting a little late here. In the Atlantic Sun, North Florida and Jacksonville played, and Jacksonville got the win 73-60. Craig and Day. Sanaya Craig had 6 points and 9 rebounds. Sanaya had Sinai Garrett, that is, had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Way to get it. South Carolina State and Norfolk State played, and Norfolk State wins by a little bit, 87-25. Philly's own Diamond Jackson, 26 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. Great job, girl. On Sunday, rounding out the Atlantic 10, St. Joe's and LaSalle played some conference action, and Aaliyah Seed, our own, shout out to Gerald. 5 points. Aaliyah had 5 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists with the win over LaSalle, 60-29. Congratulations. Coming through next on there's quite a bit of college basketball. Not a whole lot because of like the All-Star game and all the activities that were going around and things of that sort. But Friday there was some Big East action. Villanova and Georgetown played. Villanova got the win, 70-54. Shout out to Abington's own Eric Dixon, 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. You know what? Villanova, I know everybody's off of Villanova right now, but I think that if Villanova gets, all they have to do is get a couple games together and just get them together, get some victories. Before you know it, they'll be in the Big East Championship and they'll be in the tournament. So hopefully good luck to that. On Saturday, some Colonial Athletic action. Drexel and Campbell played. Drexel with the win, 81-66. Shout out to Justin Moore. More money, more buckets, more problems. 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Some Atlantic 10 action. We got UMass and LaSalle. LaSalle with the win by 1, which was a good game. I saw the last part of that game. I really thought that, UMass was going to actually kind of eke out that win. But you know what? LaSalle had other plans. Congratulations on the win. Damir Brickus, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Our own Russell Diggins, shout out. Sewell had 14 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Also, some more Atlantic 10 action. Another upset, I'm going to call it. St. Joe's and Duquesne played, and St. Joe's lost by 10. I didn't get a chance to see these highlights, but I was looking at the box scores. And it looks like everybody pretty much had single digits in points, pretty much, with the exception of like Lynn Greer. And it looks like I don't think the ball was just going in. Basically, it's just one of those. One of those games, I would say, and not to say that nothing to throw shade at Duquesne, because Duquesne is a pretty good team. They just don't get the notoriety of all the other teams that are in the Atlantic 10. Quite a few people I know went to Duquesne, as a matter of fact. Shout out to Keith, who's in the run with us. I believe Keith's son actually plays for Duquesne. Shout out to the Kappas out there in that chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi Incorporated, down there in Duquesne, down there in Pittsburgh. But the basketball goes like this. Greer III had 11 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal. Xavier Brown, Roman Catholic's own, had 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals. He kind of cooled off a little bit he had like 27 and 29 the other past couple games. Also, I definitely want to shout out to Jameer Nelson's son and Charles O'Bannon's son. Both of them play on TCU. So definitely look out for TCU. They were actually ranked earlier this year, but they actually lost a rank. They lost a couple games, but definitely look for them, down the stretch in the Big 12 tournament, and also hopefully they can get that tournament bid. TCU and Kansas State actually played. Jameer Nelson Jr. had 9 points, 7 assists, 1 steal. Charles O'Bannon Jr. had 3 points, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And you know what? To be honest with you, Charles O'Bannon, I know that box score isn't like eye-popping, but he was actually doing the thing out there. Like, he was actually just deflecting, defending, just like Charles O'Bannon. I believe when it came down to the O'Bannon brothers, I believe that Ed O'Bannon was more gifted offensively, but Charles O'Bannon had the better defense. So that's just my opinion. You got to watch him at UCLA. Watch him like through the years of like 93 to 97. Yeah, the O'Bannon brothers. ACC action. University of Miami and Boston College played in the ACC. Boston with the win, 85-77. Wooga Popular, shout out to Woog. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And on Sunday, University of Texas San Antonio played Temple. Temple with the win, 83-77. Hasir Miller, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. I mean, not to say the Temple is bad or anything like that, but I mean, the record doesn't show how good Hasir Miller is. Like, he is pretty much like that bright spot on Temple's team. He's definitely going to be part of that rebuilding process once Temple gets back up in the ranks of the American Athletics. So, shout out to Hasir. Also, just been a Zion Stanford signing too as well. Zion had 4 points and 1 rebound. We to get back, and that pretty much does it for the college for the weekend for men and women. Now let's get back to this All-Star game. Got a couple more minutes before I get out of here. We'll touch a little bit on the All-Star game here. We'll break it down here. The East and the West actually played. I mean, and the scores are just like insane. East wins 211-186. I mean, I don't think there was an ounce of defense being played. This was more of just like a driveway game. It's like a dunk contest. For the East, Damian Lillard had 39 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. I don't even know why I'm giving these box scores, but whatever. For the West, Karl-Anthony Towns off the bench had 50 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. This is like a bad game of NBA Live. It's like when you're playing NBA Live on the either on the easy level or you're playing on the hard level and you just let the other player, you just don't have anybody for the play. You just give it to one of your little brothers or little cousins who'll know what they're doing. And you just dominate him on the controllers and stuff like that. The 2024 Kobe Bryant All-Star MVP goes to Damian Lillard. Now, actually, excuse me, I actually have I got somewhat disagree with the MVP because I think the MVP should have went to Tyrese Halliburton. I think that would have been better. That's just been a better look, period, for me. That's just me. I mean, we'll talk more about that, hopefully in the week. NBA slam dunk contest winner, Matt McClung, second straight title. Dunk contest was awful. I'm just being real. I mean, I talked to everybody who likes basketball. I mean, I went around, I've asked people, I was like, how do you feel with the dunk contest this year? He's like, they just shook their head, didn't even say anything. I think, to be honest with you, I think you need to get more people who either participated in the dunk contest or won the dunk contest or are just known for being dunkers, period. Showmen, like a Dr. J. I mean, you can even get MJ out there if you want. I don't know if MJ's going to come out there. You can get MJ. There's so many dunkers out there. You got MJ. You can even get Zion. Get Zion out there. Get Zion. Get MJ. Get some of the other past winners. Get Aaron Gordon. Get Zach LaVine. I mean, Fred Jones was there. Get Jason Richardson or somebody like that. Get Vince. But I mean, no disrespect to Gary Payton, but Gary Payton, you're not a dunker. Like Gary Payton, you're a point guard. Like if I want to know if they had like an NBA steals contest, yes, most definitely, I need you down there. But I mean, in regards to dunking, like we probably didn't need you. We would have took your man though. Your man Sean Kemp, he'd have been cool with it. Or get D Brown or Isaiah Ryder or any of the past dunkers that I'm naming and stuff like that. I mean, no disrespect. Darrell Hillman, I mean, he was good too. He's a dunker, but I mean, I think some of these dunkers were like, I think they were a little out of touch, basically. I think they were going back to their times where, they were just dunking, which is cool. However, like the scores were horrible. The way they were just scoring these dunks were horrible, but the dunks were kind of horrible too. So they got to come up with something better. I mean, they might have to change the format or something. So that's all my wine I'm gonna do about the dunk contest. The head-to-head 3-point competition winner, of course, the Steph Curry over Sabrina Ionescu. Yeah, it was good. I mean, and even though I don't think Kenny Smith meant anything by that per se, in regards to the WNBA line and the 3-point line, because it wouldn't even matter anyway whether Steph shoots from farther out or closer in. I mean, it was a great. I think it was great. A great event in the All-Star Saturday night. My brother and I, we were talking about that. Shout out to the Black Psychologist Podcast. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to SB too. I see you out there. I was reading I was watching your thing about the All-Star game. So I didn't get a chance to finish watching it. So, doing good work over there in the Shy. I was Kyle was talking about Dr. Kyle was talking about they should have like a team. They should have like maybe a 2-on-2 or something like that. Like maybe like the best shooters from the WNBA versus Steph and whoever the other better shooter is in the NBA, which will probably be right now. Currently, the best 3-point champion is Damian Lillard, so it'll probably be Dame. I'd pay to see that. I would actually pay to see that. It's a good event. So, other than that, the skills challenge was good. I got a chance to see like a little bit of the open practice and media day. The Virginia Union. I didn't get a chance to see the whole game with Virginia Union versus Winston-Salem State, but it was definitely great for the HBCUs. Shout out. Other than that, that's pretty much it for for All-Star Weekend and everything. In the whole quick lump sum. But yeah, we're definitely going to get a little bit more information during the middle of the week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. I definitely want to look more into that, Rick Pitino, and how he just rips to his team, because this is a different. I mean, maybe the game is going on without Rick. I think that's what it is now, because this. I mean, I know Rick to rip into his team and they'll come back with results, but this isn't like Kentucky or Louisville, or it's not even Iona. To be honest with you, this is like St. John's, and St. John's really hasn't been good since. Wow. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I mean, I really haven't really paid attention to St. John's since like maybe Eric Barkley was there when they had Ron Artest in them, Bootsy Thornton, Anthony Glover. It's been a minute. I mean, Omar Cook. I mean, I think I paid attention when they had Omar Cook, but then I thought they were going to get Darius Miles to come to St. John's, but that fell through. And Darius, he went pro. So then they just got hit with all those sanctions and stuff like that. Mike Jarvis left. I was like, I'm good. I'm off of St. John's, But shout out to St. John players there. Artest, Malik Sealy, Jason Williams. Jason Williams used to play for the New Jersey Nets. Quite a whole bunch of people, that come to mind when you think about St. John's. Chris Mullen, Walter Berry, so many. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This just a quick little wrap up. I just wanted to go over the scores and shout out to all the kids that are going to the semifinals in the public league, the Catholic League, and also Interact. Shout out to them. Hopefully, I get a chance to go see you guys out there. Shout out to the Johnson family though. Shout out to Lakeisha and Matt. Shout out to everybody in the family over there playing football. Shout out to Matt Johnson. You're about to play on the big lights. About to play on the big lights on Wednesday. So I'll definitely be looking for you guys. I hope I run into y'all. To be honest with you, if I get a chance to get down there at the Palestra, I hope I run into you guys. I'll be looking for y'all. Hopefully we can get on. You guys can get on as parents of players. I mean, because I know you two are like the Johnson family are parents of athletes. So I would just love to hear what they go through in preparation and how they deal with kids, after a loss, after a win, whatever the case may be, training, summer leagues, things of that sort. So, but yep, just wrapping things up. Just a quick Monday. And so if you guys have any questions, just feel free, in the basement. Phone number 302-844-8235. 8275. I apologize. I'm getting real late. It's getting tired out here. Instagram at @in_the_basement_podcast. YouTube in the basement podcast, and Facebook. Say it again. Say it so good. We got to name it twice. In the basement. Of course, I'm your co-host from In the Basement. Next Step in K. I am K. Can't wait to get Larry back. Happy anniversary, by the way. And just want to send a shout out to everybody who's listening. Also, shout out to the Black Psychologist Podcast. Shout out to Real Takes Over Fake Debates. And all the other shows that actually follow us and we follow them. And we'll be back. I'll be back with the results for the Final Four at the Leah Core Center tomorrow. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow, I'll definitely get a chance to support the kids out there. Get there, root them on. Then if you're not doing anything on Wednesday, like I said before, try to get down to the Palestra, support, network, run into somebody that you haven't seen in a while, and other than that, this is In the Next Step with Kay. Of course, I'm Kay, and I'm signing off, trying to get some sleep, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Be good.